Hey, my name is cydnaide, but you can call me Cy, and welcome. And for those returning, I see you, boo. Happy Friday, everyone, or Saturday, because when this video comes out, it will be Saturday because Kjun, or Director Kjun rather, just dropped the Friday devlog update and video. He typically takes a while to drop these, especially when the update is just around the corner, which will be next week on Wednesday. Let me tell you, this video has gotten me just overexcited. Like, there are little snippets here and there on Reddit of people playing it. Majority of the partners have the new update, but only a few of them so far are showing it. And it's wild how much they've put into this update, saying that and the fact that Kjun said that it wasn't a big update, they have put so many different things in the game that isn't just necessarily just new content, but it's rounding out the different areas that people have been asking for to be rounded out, and basically putting fundamentals first. They're rounding out careers, they're rounding out the businesses, they're rounding out just so many different aspects of the game that people again have asked for. And one of the biggest asks that has been asked since, I believe, August was language, and the Turkish language on top of that. And so he's finally given his answer on that, and they finally got that for those who speak Turkish, or native Turkish speakers. And it is just so nice. So anyway, I don't want to just go yap. Let's just jump right into the video and see everything that he has to say about the update, and just get our general thoughts about it. Okay, here we go.
Hi everyone. With less than a week left until our update on April 29th, it feels kind of weird knowing we didn't have time to show you everything we have prepared for this month. As you'll experience everything yourself next Wednesday, I'll try to fit in today's video what I think would be your immediate curiosities from our upcoming features. Let's not waste any time and get right into it. Many of you expressed your excitement for the many new careers that will be arriving, so I thought it would be good to show you what we have currently at this time. If you own your hair salon, cutting a customer's hair means you'll control every aspect of what the final result will look like. Now, if you're playing as the customer, you can only request what you hope your hair will look like at the end, but just like the real world, the rest will be up to fate. You can get satisfactory results, but depending on your stylist's skill level, you might get a result you can smile over, but as you silently exit those doors, certain that you will never return to this establishment as long as you live. There are other exciting jobs you can learn from the ground up, including being a journalist who goes around town listening to the voices of many citizens to share their stories to many, many more. You can work as a researcher to spend day and night trying to find that miraculous formula, and after multiple failures, you might just discover that tasty bit of success at the end. You could work the most boring job to have ever existed in mankind, where you sit at your desk all day, writing down lines of codes using languages that are completely foreign to everyone else in society. I'm kidding, I love my job. The last one is working at the clothing store, where customers can come in and try on what's worn on the mannequin. They could also buy the package directly if they feel confident even without wearing it. Speaking of clothes, we made some big changes to situational outfits, starting with where it's now located on the left side of the screen. The better visibility should make it easier to use than before, but we did a lot more than just aesthetics. You can now set varying hairstyles and makeups for each situational look, and these elements will change whenever you're put in a new scenario. We also tried to provide better flexibility by offering multiple slots for each situation, and you'll set one of them as your default look. A minor change is to have control gizmos follow your mouse movements so it becomes more intuitive. While we're briefly grazing by build mode, let's look at some of our new property presets we added for Doan and Bliss Bay, all inspired by the cozy European countryside. We even made a studio background with the same theme, so be sure to try it out once the update is live. Another piece I wanted to cover is we finally added a default wristwatch, with many variations to keep you satisfied. If you want to see more of this in future updates, please let me know in the comments. You may be wondering why I'm suddenly showing you a mask worn on top of your head. It's actually an unlockable item that you receive from doing tasks that aren't the most well known to the public. Wearing these masks gives you the benefit of making scared citizens even more scared, so much so they might not even call the police, even if they directly witness your secretive tasks. It's good to be transparent in any conversation, so we added a real-time indicator that shows the status of everyone involved in a running conversation. Sometimes, actions speak louder than words, and you can engage in intimate romantic exchanges with a inZOI you feel close enough to do so. As I understand this is something many of you have been wanting, Let me know if this fits the bill and what else you would like to see from this category. We created a social event for upcoming parents to host a gender reveal party, to which the uninformed spouse can be very joyous about, but just as likely, not as enthusiastic. But you can never let her know that. A follow-up to last week's video is that most of you were in favor of implementing optimization-focused reductions, but only if the player needs it. Letting me know the importance of having all these available as options allowed us to create a whole optimization category within game options. You can select presets or set your individual parameters to balance the enjoyment and also the smoothness of your gameplay. While we're on options, I want to share that we moved the keyboard customization menu inside the main option page. We also made some improvements to mouse sensitivity controls to make it easier to have that beautiful pan and rotations whenever you're creating content with inZOI. Lastly is a surprise reveal that we've added language support for Turkish and Dutch, as per the high demand from players in these regions. Previously, we wouldn't have been able to add these languages using traditional methods. Instead, we sought the help of AI translations to help us achieve what otherwise would never have been possible. We are configuring our dedicated translation model to automate these large bundles of tasks for us to be able to add currently unavailable but highly sought out languages. But as we're working to make this better with each iteration, our initial outputs may produce some translation errors. That's why we created a reporting tool that native speakers can use to let us know when there are better alternatives to what we were able to come up with. Press Ctrl, Alt, Shift, and F9 altogether, where you'll see a changed cursor, and using that, click any text you want to report. Write down your version of the current text in suggested text. Then tell us why the current text is wrong and why your suggested text is the better choice. We'll use these reports received from players all around the world to enhance the linguistic proficiency of our translation model. Doing so will allow us to handle adding new text to the game, which always happens in a plenty, but also consider adding even more languages to the game in the future. We would really appreciate the help of all the language experts, but also from regular players to let us know how we can make inZOI express more naturally with a constant flow. That's it for what I believe is one of the longest videos I ever put out. But seeing as we're constantly working to improve the game even after our anniversary, I hope it shows to our community that we are just as determined as we were from the beginning to make inZOI a constant evolvement, to make it into a complete experience that can be enjoyed by many players around the world. Thank you again for watching, and as always, please leave your thoughts and feedback on everything you've seen here down in the comments. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all in my reply next week. Bye.
I'm gonna mute it as per usual. Oh my goodness, and let it play in the background. I'm sorry. I have no words. I mean, I have words. I have plenty of words. Like way too many words. This update is giving to me just how much they're going around and showing us that they are committed to making sure that inZOI is the game that we want it to be. So let's first start off with the hair salons. Like, I'm happy for this. It's not the biggest thing for me. The biggest thing for me is the jobs, but this is still nice. Like, look at this. So freaking pretty. And like being able to choose the hair, that's so cute. Oh, she made her ball. You know she doesn't like that. You know you did a bad job. Girls smiling on the outside, crying on the inside. Because otherwise it's gonna just keep going. Like, imagine just for the journalist job that you get those other people's or other Zoi's comments about certain things happening into the city, and then you can report during that the day, and it'll show up on like the news or something like that on your TV, and you can see, and it'll have like a little screen pop up and show you just what's going on in your city, like how many people are having issues with the climate changes or something. Like I'm shooting stuff out there, or they feel like there's too much crime in the city, or there's not enough jobs, you know, stuff like that. Like, oh my goodness, that would be so crazy to like with this journalist / reporter like job. Like, again, it's so many different possibilities. Like, there's so many different things that are being opened up, and I am so glad that they're adding this on here, because this is not necessarily just a added on content feature thing. It is panning out the jobs and careers. That is a fundamental first thing to me. It makes sense that you want to put jobs in here and round out every other job along with it, because I believe that's how game development works, if that makes sense. But this right here, the science career, like, I was like, I hope we get a science career, but like, we're finally now getting one, and I'm here for it. The desk job. Him talking about his job, you definitely can tell that he does love his job. He just probably doesn't like some of the things that comes with it. And this right here, hold up. Let's go all the way back. Let's go back. We gotta go back here because I was yapping. I was yapping over the other parts. Ooh, like they're getting into an altercation. I need to actually, let me see something. Enough is enough. I need to actually start doing translations for these things. And I said I was going to do this a while back in another video. Someone pointed out to me, I'm going to try to translate more, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that in this video. I'm going to translate. Hold up. As soon as I find the translation button. If I can find the translation button. I swear, don't trust me for nothing. I tell you, nothing. Okay. Don't you just love being able to take a picture with your phone? Oh, that is so cool. Saying I'm quitting. Conversation with the boss. If the business relationship is strong, quit on good terms. I love that. Okay, what's this other one? Hold up. I quit on good note. Quit badly. Oh my goodness. This thing is awesome. Oh my God. I love that, y'all. I'm gonna also make sure that I put up which each thing I was showing on here with text underneath the bottom, but that is crazy. I love that. Hold up. I want to look at some more stuff. Hold up. We're going back at some stuff. 2 types of promotion expectations. Expectations arise from wanting to be promoted. Expectation, if it is a snob trait. What? Snob trait? What does that mean? I'm pretty sure that's not what that means in Korean. Translate to English. It's just some stuff probably didn't translate well. Expectation arise of wanting to get promoted with a bribe. Oh wow. What about this one down? What about these right down here? Hold up. I can't see that. It's so tiny. Complete. Okay. So basically what this is saying right here is depending on the situation, you can get a promotion and it will turn, it's going to be an event. So if it turns out well, you get the promotion. If not, you probably either lose your job or get demoted or something. Let's see what this says. I want to manipulate my performance review. 5 types of deviation expectations added. I want to disturb my coworkers' work. I want to steal my colleagues' achievements. I simply want to pay for my vacation. I want to embezzle company. So I'm guessing that further down the line, we're going to, like, your Zois are going to want different aspirations, not aspirations, but have different urges. And they can do that in their day. Oh my goodness. I can see that I'm going to be doing a lot of, and I'm already formulating a new challenge already. Like I have one in the bag that I've been working on for a while now that I've been waiting for a specific update for it. But when we get to that specific update, just know that I will be posting that one out soon. And then I'm also coming out with episode 2, Backrooms, and just keep your eyes peeled for that. Anyway, all right. Okay, let's continue. Flattering. Conversation with a superior, strong business. Relationships increase the probability of success. Oh, okay. So talking, giving up to your boss's butt can either work for you or work against you, basically. Let's see. So there's a success and that one's failure. All right. So now we're at this next part here, which is the clothing store. I'm loving that. I'm loving that indeed. So you can buy clothes from the mannequin from what it seems. Okay. Now this is another thing that I'm excited that they are doing, which is giving us the option to put whatever hairstyle we want to each individual outfit, regardless of the outfit category. So say for instance, you have an everyday outfit. You can have 5 categories in the everyday that can have different hairstyles. And you can do the same thing for your formal, your party, and all these other ones down here. And they've made it easier for us to go through each one of these things. Even though there are different tabs that are moved off to the side, you can see clearly what everything is in that specific spot, which is right here. And it shows you that it's tied to that outfit. And you can change it up if you want to. So Kjun and team for figuring out a way to make this possible for us. But yeah, sorry, I got to yapping over this while it was supposed to be playing. It would be nice if right here, give me a second. If it'll let me. Like right here, I wish that this was not set as cosmetic and more of that's how your Zoi looks. Like it should be genetic and it can move on to your Zoi's children. Like if they have a cleft chin or if they have like deep brow ridges and stuff like that. I hope that eventually this can become genetic and not just cosmetic. Yeah, it's just going over this. Now that went by pretty fast, so I want to see something really quick. Oh, hold up, pausing this right when he gets to the certain part. Okay, you going too fast, sir. Okay, so you see that this is a different hairstyle from this one right here. So this one right here is a different hairstyle. You can see where he changes up that hair from there. That's really nice. And he has his default hairstyle. Now I like this too because it makes it easier for me to do certain things. That was cheeky. That it finally clicked for me. I think the next time they're going to be talking about in his next update video, not his Wednesday one, probably a Friday one, and it'll be about the PlayStation 5 because that was cheeky. And I remember some people were saying that there's no way that PlayStation or Sony will let a early access game be on the platform. I will have to disagree because Power World, I don't know if anybody know about Power World, but Power World is still in early access. It has not met its 1.0 update just yet. In fact, that's coming soon, but it has been on the PlayStation platform for the past year. So saying that that's not possible for PlayStation to have, or that for inZOI cannot be on PlayStation because it's early access, I would have to just boldly disagree because Power World is one of those examples. If you don't know any other example, like me, I don't know any other example in this case, but for this, it would be Power World because I know that because I played it with my children, played it with my husband, and we all play on different systems. I play on my PC, they play on their consoles, and so yeah. So there is a huge chance. Now we're gonna go and look through this real quickly. So sneaky. This right here, the little European houses, they're so cute. And look. Okay. I know I keep pausing and that is not the same. I don't think this is the same area. Is it? Is it the same area in Bliss Bay where the houses are already? I hope not. I hope we're getting more spots for homes because it is desperate. We need residential lots so bad. Please, Kjun, give us more residential lots. We need them so bad. Like right now, we only, like I said, the highest level of residential lots in a city right now is in Bliss Bay with 14. 14. I'm like, this is such a huge city, and there's hardly any of the ZOIs that we make or are already in the game that we see. Like I see more random NPCs than I do any of the pre-mades or any ones that I've made, unless I go out of my way to go and make up schedules for them to meet up and stuff. So please, Kjun team, give us more residential lots because that is a must. I need to be able to fill up my towns full of ZOIs that I made or found on Canvas or that y'all have already made so I can meet them. Because meeting random NPCs is fun, but that has worn off on me. But anyway, back to the presets. These houses are gorgeous. They're so pretty. I think some of these are kind of like, they said they're European inspired, so I'm guessing like Turkey and all these other different places. Because I want to be honest with you, I want to visit Turkey so bad. That's one of the places I want to go. I want to go to Turkey. It is so pretty. And these watches, I'm so glad they finally put watches in the wrist area, wrist accessories. The mat, okay. And you can see that you can also add appearances on this. Can anyone say Catwoman? Can anyone say Batman or any of the, well, even though I know this is for criminals and Batman's not a criminal, but I'm just saying, like, this is so many different wonderful options. Or if you want to be a criminal and you can wear a jack-o'-lantern hat looking thing, like design on your mask. I'm just saying. I am about to act a fool when this update comes out. I'm actually going to remodel an entire town. I think I'm gonna remodel all of Bliss Bay because hopefully during this update, because this update also is gonna have the 5.6 update, engine update in it, which I'm so excited about. Hopefully that takes away a lot of the lag issues I've been having with Bliss Bay, and I can finally be the menace that I was born to be, because I'm gonna act a fool. But anyway, back to the mask. I'm sorry, I keep going off on tangents. It's so exciting. I can't wait until we're able to use these masks and to actually hide ourselves from the police. And like, it'll be hard for people to get like the snoop on who you are. And so they can't, like it makes sense though. You could call the police on someone that, as it show right here, after this part right here. Oh my goodness. So putting on the mask and then going out and then people see you doing something you shouldn't, they probably can't call the police because they don't know who you are. That's so crazy. But you know what? They would snitch anyway, regardless if they could get identity on you or not. So we'll just have to see how they fix how that works. This right here, I am so glad they finally added something like this. It's basically letting us know in real time how our Zois are getting on with one another, as far as if it's going up, going down. This animation, oh my god, the way I squeed, oh my goodness, the way I squeed. Oh, it is so spicy, and I'm like here for it. Yes, give us more of spice like this, Kjun and team, please. Like, yes, that is such a good direction they're going. I love this animation right here, but I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent. I'm sorry. But yeah, like just this right here alone is just really good. It's showing that they are listening to the feedback that is given, that we want spicier animations. We want actual looking, like if you're interested in someone, that you're going to show that interest. And this is a good step in a good direction. Thank you, Kjun and team. Goodness. But yes, like it looks good. That's all I would say. And this right here is for the upcoming parents to host a dinner party. I love this animation of the dad excited about having a daughter, but his expression of having a son is like, oh, I can learn that I don't want a boy, but yay. And honestly, he probably is wondering, is that really my son? Because especially with Sophia, we don't trust you. We don't trust you. But yeah, I just love the different interactions, and he's not blowing up at her being rude. He's, still excited, but not as excited as he was for the girl. And I love that. Oh, I love this right here too, that they're giving us more options for simulation. It says performance. Okay. And that makes sense then. In the performance area, you would have the simulation stuff. Okay. Not mad at it. You cooking. All right. I like that they have this here and giving us more options to better fine tune our gameplay experience. And they added the hotkeys area here. So good. They put it back in the spot where it needs to be. And this right here is about the language. I love that the people, they've been crying out for this for a very long time, and they finally are able to deliver, because I can imagine it's probably very expensive to get translators or people that can translate a language. And so being able to do it even with AI, that's what AI is for. AI is a tool. It is not meant to replace, but it is to help in areas that they just don't have the ability for. And so that they're now able to use this tool to help in an area that they just didn't have the money for, or because again, even though they're a part of a big company, that doesn't mean that company is putting that amount of money into them. So y'all have to remember that as well, because not every game getting the same amount of budget. Would we like that? Realistically, yes we would, but it is what it is, and you just have to work with what you get. And they're still asking people to put in their input and tell us tell them if they're doing something right, if they're doing something wrong, if they need to fix some stuff. And I feel like this community is full of people who want this game to be what they want it to be for them and for others as well when they give out suggestions. So just seeing, them still, saying we still need y'all help. We don't got everything here, but if you're willing to give that your expertise in this area, regardless of this or that, we're here to listen, and we're here to take and apply that feedback. And so it's just, again, very wonderful to see the team just continuing to move forward despite the hiccups, despite the setbacks, the delays. They're still pushing forward, and that's all you can really hope for, in all honesty, in this kind of climate right now that we got with everything going on, around us. So, it's still good to see that despite that stuff, that there are still people that are asking for help, still willing to give help, and just, doing a give and take kind of situation rather than just taking. So yeah. Thank you all so much for sticking out to the end of the video. Let me know down in the comment section, what do you guys feel about this Friday devlog update with the video? I'm gonna tell you right now, I am still team let them cook, because they are cooking, they're prepping, and the feast is laid out before us. You hear me? Oh my God. They did so well. Like, just everything that was presented looks so good. They're finally going around and adding those necessary pieces that have been sorely asked for. The quality of life, like for me, I am a quality of life person. Like, if you add specific things to the game that gives me more reason to come and play that specific thing, and rounding it out really well so that it's easier for me to do it, you got me. You got me. Because I will definitely say that like, if I'm gonna go off on a really quick tangent real quick, because I know I'm supposed to be ending the video, but like, oh my goodness, if I can go off on one thing, is that one of the games that I was really excited to play, which is called The Tale of Shire. I don't know, maybe y'all have heard of this game or not, but it was a game that was very highly anticipated for a lot of people who are just, you know, Lord of the Rings fans basically. And they did not have a lot of quality of life things in the game. And even when they pushed the game back some, they still didn't add anything that qualified as a quality of life feature. And so it really set me back to even get the game or to engage with the game. Anyway, that's all for me. Like always, if you enjoy my content and want to support your girl, leave a like, comment, or subscribe for more videos like these where I cover every Wednesday and Friday devlogs and their videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.